Hey there, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Today is one of those wonderful stormy days. Not the type of storm, I don't know, it's the storm where you say it's rolling in, right? There it comes, right? But it's not snapping at you. It's not whipping at you, right? It's one of those days that it comes rolling in and you decide, well, I might as well put on, just like Matilda's here with me, she just laid down and said, and I think that's exactly what I was trying to say, is it's one of those days where you just want to put on the lights, right? Dim them a little bit, and put on some candles, put on some music. Ooh, and then what kind of music? Is it music that you're gonna participate in, right? Like, are we gonna put on some records because you have to pay attention to that and you have to get into it, you know? Or are we gonna do just a playlist so that it can just go forever and you don't have to pay attention? Or both. It feels like a records kind of day. It feels like a kind of pay attention, get into it kind of day. Maybe read a book. Oh, there. I hope you can hear this. If not, just close your eyes and imagine rolling in, right? Where you get that thunder that it's not clapping, it's just kind of like a low rumble. I just came out of my massage this morning because it's also a massage kind of day. We have to be a little quiet because it's Gabby's massage time now, so I don't want to interrupt her. Bring our coffee chat forward. Oh, you know, I was just thinking, it's so lovely. The masseuse Chris that I work with, she has been, gosh, we have been doing this dance now for 20 something years, because we were just saying her daughter just graduated from college. Can you believe it? She just graduated from college, and they were just at the graduation / Mother's Day weekend this past weekend, and we have been doing massages for that long. That's insane to me. That's crazy to me. You know, I have, it's also funny to me because that's how long I have prioritized massages, getting massages, and foregoing, you know, a night out to dinner with my friends because I wanted to get massages. You know, going straight home after work because I wanted to get massages, you know. I thought it was very important in the world that I was in. It wasn't just a luxury for me. I thought it was really, really important because I worked in the world of hospitality, of restaurants, and I had a very physical job, whether it was being in a kitchen or whether it was running you know, an entire facility. It's still a very physical job. So I thought it was very, very important. I was thinking about those patterns that I put into place, those habits that I put into place this week, because this week, I think it's very fitting that we're ending the week with massages, because that's exactly how how the week should go. I had no appointments this week. This week was all meditation and just chilling, listening to some music and meditating. My wife and I had the opportunity to hang out this week, which was really lovely. It's really nice when we're able to spend time together because we know our time is very limited, you know? And so to be able to do that is nice. But I was thinking about meditation. Like, I have been meditating, God, for over 30, 40 years now. I was introduced to meditation. It's funny. I had an aunt, great Auntie Joyce. We had this aunt that, remember, I grew up in the middle of farmland. So as far as you could see, it was crops and farm animals and tractors, and it was like that world. Well, every once in a while, this whirlwind character would come into town, and she would tell us about where she had traveled to or from, and what she had seen and what she had heard, and every once in a while we'd get a package in the mail from her if she didn't visit. See, there. Now it's putting a little stomp into it. And so one time I got a package from her, and she was trying to introduce me to meditation when I was a teenager. And boy, I could use some meditation when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, when I got this package, I was in juvie. I had come to the last stop of the juvie line. I was just about to either emancipate myself because I was just waiting for that clock to turn. And she sent me this. This book on meditation, and now at the time, this was in the 80s, so it was very woo-woo. And my aunt was very woo-woo. She lived in San Francisco. She was the one that introduced me to the fact that the world existed. I mean, gosh, I think about when, again, I grew up in farmland. And we used to go, I knew the city existed, but it was like Gotham, right? Like New York City, when you grew up in upstate New York, was like Gotham. Everybody talked about how dangerous it was and how dirty it was, and just, it was just always just really poo-poo on New York City. And we used to, as a family, we would go to Long Island through New York City. And, I would see all of my uncles who were these good old boys, right? They were locking up their doors. They're hunching behind their wheels. My dad, my grandpa, they're all scared shitless, driving through the city to get to Long Island. And so, you as a kid, you're ingesting that. You're looking through the windows. It was like Gotham. And my aunt provided a complete juxtaposition. She provided San Francisco, right? When my parents got divorced, I had the opportunity to go to San Francisco for the summer, and it was the first time I saw color. I mean, it was color and vibrancy and different foods and different languages and I mean, it was just, oh my gosh, I'll never forget the first time exploring San Francisco as a child. Just glorious. Oh my goodness. So I mean, that is the auntie who she gave me San Francisco. So I was going to look at her woo-woo. I was going to see what was going on here. And so I started to learn to meditate. I learned from the nuns, and then I started to explore different religions. And so, you know, but really it all started, God, at the age of like 13. And here we are today. It's one of my greatest tools, is to be able to jump outside of myself for a couple of hours and be able to provide some relief. And I think that's what this week has been. Add a little shrooms into it. That was a lot of fun. It's really, really relaxing, and I would just say very, very relaxing. And you put your music on, and I'm a builder when I meditate, right? And what I mean by that is I don't just go somewhere and like I find the beach and I feel the sand and I feel the ocean, I feel the salty air, and then I enjoy that and just hang out. Instead, I'll start to build where I'm staying and the activities that I'm doing. And I know different people, different strokes. You know, my mind needs to be active in order for me to be able to do this. It always has. It's how it's worked for me. So I build things. But now what I'm trying to do is, ever since I've gotten sick, I've been using this method. In addition, I've been using this method where I'm trying to take my rainbow glitter warriors and we're marching through my body, and we're getting to the area which right now is my leg, and we are hammering away at the disease and the side effects and everything that is hampering this leg from being active and from being able to be physical, and then massaging it and whatever is necessary. My rainbow glitter warriors are there, and they're willing to do it. And that's what the meditation is really all about, is listening to music and getting those rainbow glitter warriors out there, right? Stomping and really, and when I say stomping, I mean whatever that means for you. That might mean that, like, literally, like, the energy of like stomping, but it can be a very quiet, very controlled stomping, you know. So it's been really great. I think that technique alone has gotten me through so many surgeries and so many different, I have to tell you, so many different hospital stays, and this last treatment where I had to check myself into the ICU. It's been enough. Well, I think I'm gonna make myself some tea. And what do you think, Tilly? Make ourselves some tea. Go find an album to put on. Sounds like a lovely day, don't you think? All right, well, I will catch up with you next Sunday. Thank you, as always, for coming to hang out and visit. I will see you soon.